What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is, wait a minute, wait, it's Women Rock Wednesday. Wow. So share the show. Hold up, y'all. I gotta get my devices right so I can pull up my Chop Shop thing. I bet you I think I went down too far. Come on, Chop Shop. Don't do me like that. What's up, everybody? Wait a minute. Let me just kick it back out. Let's see. I want to share it because some of y'all, I'm gonna share it. Let me see. I'll share it with who else share it with? Let me go to YouTube. Let me go to YouTube and see what they got. Who else watching some good stuff? I see you. I see you. I see y'all. I see you. I see you out there, gentlemen. I'm trying to let's go. Let's go here. Let's see where I go here first. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Okay, I just shared it. I'm gonna share with my groups. Got to get all that out the way. Then I go over to YouTube and find it. Cause y'all, it's gonna be. Ooh, I got some stuff. I'm trying to. I got some stuff you probably need to hear today. I got some. I got some. I got. Boy, some of y'all gonna want to hear it. Some of y'all not. Dad is Moody. What's up, man? I see you out there, guys. I'm not gonna leave you hanging out there. I know it's Women Rock Wednesday, but the women ain't on here yet. So we'll talk until they get here. Cause it's going to be epic. I'm just telling you the truth. Hey, I don't know where I'm gonna start. Ladies and gentlemen, just buckle up your seatbelt. I'm just looking, trying to find one particular little thing I wanted, but they messing me around. They won't let me find it. They don't want me to be great today. Share the show, everybody. Let's go. Chop Shop. Yeah. I'm just waiting. Some people. Just waiting. I'm not in a hurry. I got a little time. Some crazy stuff happening out there, man. Wow. It's crazy stuff happening. And y'all do me a favor. Watch what happens. Watch your what you look at on Facebook. Watch what you look at, and some of those stories don't be true. Yeah, some of those stories don't be true. Brandon, I see you. Ricky Scott, I see you. I just see you over here, but I can't get to you. But Brandon, let me tell you something, Brandon. This gonna be, oh my goodness, it's gonna be epic. I don't even know where to start, B. Man, this gonna be one. Y'all need to text, tag. That's why I'm not in a hurry. Ain't enough of y'all on here, they telling me about that. It was so funny, Brandon Weefall. Hey man, y'all in this basketball community, y'all better be a little bit more nicer, to people, man. I'm talking about when y'all go. I mean, whenever you get all you new parents, don't be no buttholes out here, man. Cause people give you a life sentence out here, man. For being buttholes. Cause your son is good. You want to stick your chest out. Your son is, y'all don't do that. Ricky Scott, this gonna be crazy today. I'm just talking. I'm just thinking about it. What was this? Did I get it? You know, Rick, I was reading, I was saying, like they said that, like they said iron sharpen iron, but a lot of us has become dull because we rubbing against plastic. We got to understand the power we possess. I got a certain pacing and a rhythm to this show. Every day, I know it's some guy, Daryl Anderson. I don't care if he's in Mexico, around the world. He gonna pop up. Thaddeus Moody gonna pop up. Brandon Weefall, Otha Brown, he in and out. Ricky Scott. It's a certain pattern to this show. We have the luxury of not to jump off into the news and not jump off into controversy. And not having to weigh on things because everybody talking about it. That's why I ask y'all what y'all want to hear about sometime. We don't have to talk about stuff today. Y'all, I haven't looked at no sports talk show at all today. I haven't looked at ESPN. I'm finna go to their headlines right now. What they got? Dabo names Dart the quarterback for the rest of the season. They done benched Russell Wilson. Okay? Russell, after you did that, threw that ball out of bounds on the fourth down, I would have benched you. Sierra, just wait this one out. Sit this one out. What else happened? What's the boy named Bailey? What's his name? Hold on, let me pop his name up there. Let me get the boy's name. I don't even know the boy's name. Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey fired his parted ways with his manager. Boy, there was some stuff going on. They was telling me about that manager. Dude, mamas, I know y'all be needing some bread. But y'all can't be getting this money from everybody, man, and they have access to your kids. I know y'all need to be sharing this show, man. Brandon, y'all need to share this show. What else they got? That's it. Ryder Cup. I like the Ryder Cup. Something about the Ryder Cup, though. Y'all, I like golf. I like playing golf. But it's just some things in golf that it just bothers me. Oh, it's about the rock. My baby's in it. Sonya's in the building. Ace Bailey, Sonya. You remember the dude, Ace Bailey? The dude that dropped in the draft a little bit, and then they talking about his agent looking like a 1999 drug dealer. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Ace Bailey, he fired the dude. He finally departed ways with the guy. But y'all know I love golf, right? I like the game. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I like golf. I like golf. But it's just some things in golf that I just don't like. And we got to do something about it. And hold up, y'all. Let me see. Hold up. I should have had. I thought I had this teed up. I thought I had it teed up, and I didn't. Son. Hold up, son. They took a picture of all the participants and everybody, right? They had a dinner. Now I can't find it. These folks making me sick. I can't even get my visual. Right? Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Oh, no, that ain't it. I had it too. I thought I sent it to myself. But evidently I didn't. But yeah. Maybe y'all don't need to see it. God dog it. Okay. I ain't gonna worry about it. But what was I? So much stuff happening, Sonya. It's just, I was talking about the Chop Shop, right? About the pacing and the rhythm of this show. I know Eric Harrison. When Sonya come in, I know it's going. All we need is the other Sonya to come in. Boy, if we can ever get Mindy back, y'all, if we get Mindy back, it's gonna be epic. She coming back, but it's gonna be epic. You know, we got the luxury on this show to sit right and digest our food and allow ourselves to be nourished with this information, right? Yeah. But um, we don't have to weigh on things everybody talking about. You follow me? You're not in a rush to give ourselves indigestion spiritually. Because some of this stuff we don't need to talk about. Some of this stuff we do. Yeah. Like them clowns coming on these HBCU campuses talking about they want to debate, get their ass ran out of Tennessee State. We don't talk about all that kind of stuff, but this space has allowed us to have, watch this. Y'all follow me. This constant drumbeat of sanity. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason I do what I do is I want to give you a clean glass of water. Because I can tell by some of y'all comments you've been getting dirty water. Y'all be putting stuff on the screen, talking about you done heard it on the housewives. Y'all put stuff on the screen saying that somebody commented on it without going and checking to see if it's correct. And then I have to correct you. Come on, y'all. I'm trying to take you to school before you go to school. You follow me? It's a perspective. The Chop Shop is a perspective. To even talk about, I remember when I talked about the Woman King, after it was the number one move in the country. See, word of mouth is how you build. Word of mouth. How many are y'all when y'all at dinner? Hey, have you ever watched Chop Shop? Word of mouth. Word of mouth. How it builds. Just like you recommend a restaurant. I just wonder. And I know y'all like to keep this information to yourself. I know it. Somebody told me. But no, it's to be shared. Don't just like me, share me. And I guess what I figured out too, Sonya, some people will never have an appetite for this show. And you can't force it. We have to build with the people who want to build. Eric, you follow me? Eric, I know you're going to use these concepts. I already know you. That's what I'm giving to you. Build with people who want to be a part of the world that they may not see. But they want to participate in creating a world we must live in to survive. This show ain't for everybody. I know it. You know what they say? The work is plenty, but the workers are few. The people that are always here are about that life. Daryl Bonds is about that life. Eric Harris is about that life. Jay Jackson is about that life. Thaddeus Moody is about that life. King Sticks, Sonya Billingsley, H.R. Bartholomew, he's new, but he's about that life. Otha Brown been about that life. Daryl Anderson is about that life. No matter where he at in the whole world, him and his wife travel all over the world. He's got that chop shop on. But if I would wonder, Daryl, everywhere you go all over this world, tell them people in Mexico to watch this show. Go find somebody in Mexico and say, look, watch this show. I come down to Tulum. I come down to Cancun. I come and participate in commerce. Why don't they come in and do it with ours? See, on the Chop Shop, we don't have to convince people. We don't have to convince you. Y'all, I done said it, and I done said it again. I love it when Tim Reed said this. He said, you never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, you must build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. Harold Tillman. Glenn Hickman is in the building. Glenn, I told you, I never forget. A partner of mine, he went to a basketball event. He didn't like the way the people treated him. Guess what I told him? If you don't like what he's doing, go do your own. The man went and built his own. You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, you must build a new model. This is a new model that makes every existing model obsolete. See, on this space, we care a lot about change. Harold Tillman could be doing everything. Glenn Hickman could be doing anything. But we care about change in this space. We care about our community and how they gonna changing out that slaveocracy hierarchy that we are in as a society into something more equitable and free. I know y'all might say something. Y'all free to say what. Listen, y'all free to say whatever y'all want to on this show. But you also got to free me up that I can comment on what you say. You follow me? Because y'all say the crazy stuff. And it's okay. It's something more equitable and free. Something where you don't have to tap into black joy. You just already come on this show, you got joy. Because it's our right to just walk into it all the time. We shouldn't have to be in these white spaces where we have to tap into our black joy. That's too much work. Some places better than where you are. Here's a quote. I want you to listen to it carefully. I know I said it, but I'm going to say it again. You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, you must build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. See, sometimes we get stuck in a paradigm, sometimes where we recognize that our existing reality might not be what we want. So we got to change it. Y'all got me? All right. Well, now I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Let's go. Y'all, what I do, I write notes. I have a monologue. I got a thing that I want to talk about. Somebody call me and ask me a question. Can they always tell me can we make America great again? Can we make presidents smart again? Y'all get that one on the way. Can we make presidents smart again? Because we had a couple of smart ones, and then I don't know what we do. I don't know. We said we want to go back to dump. It's America. Do y'all pay attention to the NBA player rankings? Do anybody? I really don't. Cause I can't. I don't need nobody to tell me who I think is good. So I don't. They rank the players. They got Anthony Davis ranked 14. They got some crazy rankings. Who keep up with that? Just in case you did. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about these MAGA race baiters who came onto an HBCU campus yesterday to start trouble with their students. Share the show. When they got escorted off by security they turn victim. They ain't putting us up the campus. The police fear our safety. Hell you doing in Tennessee State for? They turn victim and their followers are now spamming TSU social media platforms with hateful comments. Stay vigilant, folks. Stay vigilant. See, we out here so busy arguing with each other. Our problem is we want to fight and argue and want to do stuff to each other. And we got these little crazy ass little white boys come to Tennessee State University and thought they can set up camp and do this mess right here. And they run their little stank ass, run their little butt off there. Come on now. DEI should be illegal. Deport all illegals. Now let's talk. They came on Texas Southern. I keep saying TSU because it's TSU too. Tennessee State University with that mess. Security, black police security at these black universities. Man, get on y'all damn job. Quit around here riding around looking at women all the damn time. Our kids on these campuses, man. And y'all around here just playing around and I don't know what the hell y'all be doing. Letting these clowns come up and set up. They could have had anything. Rifles. What the hell wrong with y'all? Tennessee State security? How do you allow these people on this campus? If they're easy to spot. Y'all know I'm hot. Then, when you put their little stanky butt off, somebody else gonna tweet. Hold on. Let me find one of these tweets for you. This clown gonna tweet. Watch this. See how they do? The party of tolerance strikes again. Left-wing rioters kick out young patriots who tried to set up a table and civilly debate about DAI at a HBCU, TSU. That's what they come on the tweet. See, they look out for us. We gonna talk about us on this show. We're gonna have some people mad at me today. Some black folk. Because I'm talking about their good white folks right now. Then they go, watch this. They apparently could not even go 10 minutes until chaos erupted. And I'm going to show you what this lying ass dude was talking. But this what they print, and this what y'all read. They stole our stuff. Follow us to the car. They victims now. Attacked the car. Shouted Black Power. And blocked our exit to the campus. Fearless debates, he said. It's only the left that does that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's interesting how these conservative people have made all black folks out to be leftists and Democrat. To show me you don't know anything about us. These black students weren't about to debate people who are telling them to their face they're inferior. That's not a political thing. It's a dignity thing. This dude, Charlie Kirk, is assassinated in one of the whitest schools in the United States at the University of Utah. As a result, a racist white conservatives decided to antagonize black students on an HBCU campus, that is what psychopathic racism look like. That tweet is disingenuous, man. We're in a two-party system, man. Don't go with that. Don't come on here. Don't come on this show talking about, no, we need our own party. No, we need to support one of the two-party systems. This is the cat two-party system. All that old talking about old third-party shit ain't never work and ain't gonna never work in this society. I'm just telling you, from a political science point of view, you better kick and go and take over the party that you want to, like they did. Mr. Bartholomew, don't be coming in there with that own party crap. Go in and take over the party you want to. That's what the Tea Party did. They came over and took over the Republican Party. Republicans were bad. They wasn't this bad. Them people came and took over. So why don't you, Mr. Bartholomew, start trying to take over one of them damn parties? Quit talking about we need our own party. We don't need nothing but to die and stay black. But let me get back to this. Y'all gonna learn today. Oh, we need our own party. Hell no, we don't. It's a two-party system. Pick one of them up and take it over. Let me keep going. But this tweet is disingenuous. They were unannounced and just rolled up on an HBCU campus after racism was thrown at HBCU campus because of the far right. It would have gone a long way to set it up. They gone a long way to, especially since the far right had made a sacrilegious spectacular of Kurt's funeral, fueling more hate. I told y'all about them kids. Look at these kids at that funeral, at his visual. Look at these mom. Look at these dudes. They play on your son's basketball teams. They were swole up there. These are the ones that couldn't get in. TSU sent out an email. Tennessee State. Y'all got to understand, I'm used to saying Texas Southern. But y'all need to be sharing this show. Especially you, Mr. Bartholomew. All your friends need to hear this. After Charlie Kirk was shot, white conservatives blamed the left and HBCU got death threats. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm explaining to you why this is so dangerous. Then two white boys showed up uninvited on an HBCU. They just got death threats last week. And then two little white boys come uninvited to an HBCU, push for DEI debate, provoke the reaction, and now playing the victim to paint the black students as violent. That's racism and white privilege. It's crazy. Watch this. Hold on. Where is it? Watch this.
Mega supporters invaded our HBCU.
What is going on over here?
You called the East primitive for what? We created y'all knowledge. We created y'all science. We created y'all math. Y'all didn't do shit besides steal. Y'all didn't do anything to your You guys didn't make shit. You guys touch children. You guys fuck.
Showing them the door.
The nerve of them.
We walking them to the door, y'all. I don't even know how they got on campus.
Thank you,
We
baby.
gonna figure that out, but I don't know. They need to get like a trespass, like penalty or something because.
Sending them off.
Tell him it's that boy. He thought he was gonna come up like Charlie.
Yes. 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 Say good job, TSU.
Good job. Tell him in my
Good.
We too nice, man. Then they tweeting, we had to leave for our safety. Police asked us to leave. All the footage coming soon. Thank you, Sonya. What's in the suitcase? Thank you, Sonya. It's Women Rock Wednesday, ain't it? Man, give me some more women on here. Cause these dudes coming on here talking about, I said this for years, we need our own party. I want to hear that. It's truly comical to me to think that setting foot on an HBCU campus like we some kind of soft-ass targets for this kind of foolishness was actually part of your logical thought process. Okay, see, I love for them. I love for people like Mr. Bartholomew to come. Do. Watch this, y'all. I love for you, Mr. Bartholomew. I was giving you a chance. Bartholomew. The tweet, Tim Reed's information was, you never change things by fighting the existing reality. The existing reality is you thinking that one of these parties are not takeable. So if you want to change something, Mr. Bartholomew, you must build a new model. You can come. I don't have to buy a house that's already built. I can come in and remodel and gut that one there out already. Mr. Bartholomew, get the rats and the roaches and all of them out of there. That makes the existing model obsolete. Please don't use those words to come back what I just told you. Go back and Google and find something else out and come back with a better one. This I understand the two-party system, but the sake of progress, when your quote means nothing is new. That wasn't just nothing to a newer generation. No. It's a two-party system in politics. I gave you the blueprint. But sometimes black folks don't look at the blueprint. We want to go up in here and do this and don't do nothing. You've been talking about a two-party, what you've been talking about, raise your party for years and ain't nothing happened, right? Because it ain't going to happen. What you do, Mr. Bartholomew, I'm going to explain it plain. The Tea Party, after that, what's his name? Barack Obama got elected twice. Them folks went in a meeting, not come on here talking about, I've been saying this for years, boy. They said, they went and put in action. Said, look, they done relaxed when Barack got, all them black folks to relax when Barack got elected. I hope you're listening. Hold on, because some of y'all, I'm going to take you to school before you go to school, because some of y'all think y'all, no, but let me help you. So they said, look, let's go to the off-year elections and put all our people in there, because they done drafted Barack. They done relaxed. And what y'all do, we didn't vote in the off-year election. The off-year, I mean, not a presidential election. We didn't vote. So they put all their people in place. And now they have taken over the Republican Party. They didn't say, we need to start our own party. They said, no, we finna take this one over. But see, you don't want to do no work. You just want to just sit back, well, let's start a party and never start it. No. Let's get in these off-year elections and put our people in place. That's how you do this thing politically. HR. Let me keep going. No, they were thinking we were put. Let me get back. HR, I'm glad you put that up there because somebody need to hear that. Somebody need to hear that. Somebody probably thinking just like you. That's why I say you need to make sure your friends, you need to be sharing this show. Because if all your friends kind of think like you, they should go. All it is you don't know. And it's okay. That's how you do it. If it's a two-party system, let's get one of the parties and take it over. They ain't got no three-party system. It's two parties. Didn't your Tim Reed quotes mean nothing to the newer generation? You're a lie from the pit of hell. Come on, man. Listen. Talking about your Tim Reed quote mean nothing to the new generation. Yes, it does. Go win these elections. The off-year elections, like the one about to come up. I hope you are leading a charge of the new generation, Mr. Bartholomew. I hope. Because I'm going to be doing it. Don't you ever use Tim quote in vain like that. Go read and understand what I said instead of what you comprehended it as. But I guess that's how some people think. But let me keep going. You know what? I was thinking about. I was thinking about something. I saw this dude. Did I put it up there? Watch this.
Happy trails to coaching for Bruce Pearl. The Auburn coach is stepping down to become an ambassador for the athletic department. In his place, the school gave a 5-year deal to his son, Steven. Pearl is 65. He has had terrific teams at Milwaukee, Tennessee, and Auburn, which made the Final Four last season and in 2019. His decision comes about a year after Tony Bennett did the same thing at UVA. Pearl said he will not run for the U.S. Senate, something that had been rumored.
Tony, he become a divisive person, it seems to me, intentionally, and I hope there was pressure to just get him out.
Really?
Yeah,
I always liked him. He was such a great guest. Yeah, we're on the other side on him.
Not
I was not going to let you talk about my good white folks. I'm taking up for him. Watch him. See, somebody say something about one of us, y'all help him. But these folks here, look, watch it. Danny Cornell, that redneck. What a lame take. Wilborn puts on full display what's wrong with today's society. He used to like him, but because he made his political and religious views known, it makes him a divisive figure. It's weak. See, this is what they say. He taking up Bruce Pearl. But every time I say something on this show, y'all got something to say. Why are people surprised that when black people stop messing with them, who openly praise folks who disparage us, our culture, and our community? Either this right here is legit, because he always got some MAGA stuff to say. MAGA took over their party. Let me help him out, because he's still probably over there Googling right now. H.R. Bartholomew, MAGA took over the Republican Party. It's called MAGA now. You tell me we can't do it with that other party? It started third parties. one right for the taking. But you're scared because you got to take that one by force. The other one you can just talk about. You got to go take this one. But I'm just looking at this. Either this is legit cluelessness, or people really want us to kick it with folks who parrot ideas like MLK was a bad guy. Charlie Kirk said MLK was a terrible guy. And these people, Bruce Pearl taking up for him. He's divisive, just like he said. Y'all, it goes so far. That old Bruce Pearl, since we're here, let's stay here. Let's stay here. Every mama, every daddy, black daddy, mama who go to that school. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about Bruce Pearl. Y'all chose to go to there. So it might be collateral damage. But they told me the story about this Bruce Pearl dude and the Deion Thomas thing, that is Moody, up there at Illinois. Bruce Pearl was an assistant coach at Iowa. He was recruiting Deion Thomas also for Iowa. The boy decided he wanted to go to Illinois, I guess, because Iowa didn't get him. So Bruce Pearl tried to get Deion Thomas on the phone and entrapped him into saying that Illinois paid him and took the tape to go snitch with the tape to the NCAA. Did y'all know about that dude, y'all? Did y'all know about him? Because nobody hates the snitch more than people in basketball. And goes the end, Bruce swore up and down that he was the guy who did the right thing. And that's why he don't feel bad about it. He went and uncovered it. This was a noble gesture of me. I don't do no cheating. I just can't stand no cheating. I don't. And then he ultimately lost his job at the University of Tennessee because he got caught in a cheating scandal in a much different way that was fairly benign, except he told everybody in his group who had been doing a little cheating to lie to the NCAA. He turned everybody else from cheating, got caught cheating, then told his people, tell NCAA it's a lie. He just seemed to be a guy that say whatever is needed to be said at a given point, like a good politician. He's so phony to me. Every time I hear him, it's just phony. And in the last couple of years, he really decided to show us who he really is. Yeah, I'm talking about Bruce Pearl, Trey Phillips. I know you just got on. Guess what happened yesterday? His son got the job. His son who got the job, right? He announced the assistant coach, Ira Bowman, one of the black coaches, they promoted him to associate head coach. Did y'all hear what I say? If I still got that stuff up on, please let me. Yeah, I got it. Hold on. Come on. No, give me to the roster. Give me to the roster. Where the coach is at? They promoted him to associate head coach. Trey Phillips, your rotten ass daddy couldn't take the heat, got out the kitchen, talking negative about everybody. I got so much Bruce Pearl stuff, y'all. I just don't. Loving Charlie Kirk. The day after he accepted the job, he appointed him as the associate head coach. These folks just play in our face. I don't know. Y'all, I think I talked about this a year ago. I said that Bruce Pearl might be the biggest beneficiary of woke, progressive socialism in America. If Pearl hates woke, progressive policies that address social and economic inequality, he would really hate the Morrill Acts, which established land-grant universities, including a school named Auburn University, where he was coaching. Why doesn't Pearl consider the $500 million that his employees stole from Alabama A&M to pay his salary an example of socialism? Because that's what he around here calling people, talking about people socialism. So Kamala Harris want to bring back socialism. He said, even though only 2% of Auburn students are black men, 2%, by Pearl's own admission, 80 to 90% of the players that built the success at Auburn are black. When Pearl made his first NCAA tournament as Auburn's head coach in 2018, the disparity between black men enrolled at Auburn, 3% then, and the athletes who played revenue-generating sports, 77% black male, was the second highest in the nation to the University of Southern California's Race and Equity Center. Wow. Let me keep going. Still, Pearl is right when he said that he should be free to say whatever he chooses. You're right. But Pearl's duplicity, his policies, and his political beliefs are not the problem. The real problem is much simpler. Pearl doesn't care. He doesn't care about how his weaponization of wokeness belittles the history and the struggles of the black taxpayers who will pay him $5.7 million a couple of years ago. He doesn't care. Hold on. His words further monopolizes the marginalized, the black students whose tuition paid for the phone and the internet service he used to tweet his thoughts. He doesn't care about the people who risk their careers and their safety and their lives for the black men who made him a success. He doesn't care about their families and their communities and their ancestors or their hard work or tax-paid dollars that give Bruce Pearl everything he's ever had and made him everything he'll ever be. That's why I have a problem with this, y'all. I'm not just gonna sit up and say, I'm mad at Bruce Pearl. Y'all, did y'all hear it? Yeah. Later on, y'all go back and splice that out and go listening to it when you're jogging or when you're working out. Y'all think it's just about the orange man. Yo, this is not about Trump, man. This is about those people that's in power. Yo, this ain't about Trump. Y'all keep getting it mixed up. Y'all keep looking at Trump. And it's that dude right there in your neighborhood. Y'all once talking about Trump. What about these? I'm trying to still find it. I had it up earlier. All these little boys. All these people. God, man, I just heard a storm. No, don't do me like that. Where my maggot? Oh, here you go. I see. That ain't Trump. That's Charlie Kirk. Y'all thinking about Trump. Y'all focus on Trump. No. Them folks in Congress. At Supreme Court. We're thinking about the wrong people. What time is it? Shout out to my girl, Carla Gigliardo. We take a break, and I got a topic, y'all. I got some basketball. All your basketball people need to get on here. Everybody who thinking about basketball, who like basketball, who want to do basketball. But before you do that, I want you to look up Carla Gigliardo at Elite Docs, Health and Beauty, over there in Sugar Land, Texas, on Sweetwater Boulevard, 832-446-3206. Get there. She is the Michael Jordan of hair restoration, non-surgical hair restoration. She help with your acne. She might be with anything that happens. If your sweat glands sweating too much, she know how to reduce that. It's just they're messing up all your shirts and all your suits. She can reduce that. Carla Gigliardo, she the Michael Jordan of this health and beauty industry. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people have called. She told me a lot of people have called her. Keep calling her. I want her to just keep helping you and keep helping you. What this show is about, getting people in your life that can help you. I got a heck of a topic I'm going to talk about. Oh my goodness. Man, it got so much stuff going on. But Carla Gigliardo, 832-446-3206. You got me? All right. Now watch this. I said I was going to give y'all some stuff for yesterday. That was a little too heavy. That was a little too heavy. Yeah, it was heavy. It was heavy. But y'all, it's media day. It's media week in the NBA. And I want to share some stuff because people were calling me, asking me about, telling me thank you for explaining the Rockets situation right now. And it's fluid, but They just don't have much money under the cap. But well, I had to think about it because people were talking about, well, Robert, what are we gonna do? We got to play. Uh, 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 I'm gonna tell y'all who more powerful than Trump. Y'all can look up Peter Thiel, Thiel, that rich German, backed all the affirmative action stuff. He backed it. He the one that financed J.D. Vance. Why y'all think we ain't never heard of J.D. Vance and they just put him up there? Peter Thiel. That's his money, man. Like Elon Musk was Trump's money, man. That rotten, dirty, rotten son. Then Larry Ellison and his son trying to buy up all of these media conglomerates so they can control the media, what's coming on these airwaves. Ladies and gentlemen, Rockets. Let me just talk a little bit about basketball. I want to talk a little bit about basketball. Because we can talk about politics all the time. One of these days, I'm just going to do, not live, I'm just going to tape myself. I'm going to just tape it and give y'all some information and just put it out there. It just be so crazy busy. I just can't. But I'm going to make a point. But when I thought about Fred VanVleet got hurt. He's out for the year. Making $25 million a year. And can't play and can't help us. And we can't replace it. But this is a great opportunity for Reed Shepherd. Come on down, man. You the next contestants on The Price is Right. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just make sure I'm clear. Let me put in Reed Shepherd's name. I want to make sure something. Watch this. I want to make sure something. Watch that. Hold on. I want to read his he was the third pick in the draft, wasn't he? What pick was Reed Shepherd? See, y'all just let certain people just get away. If that would have been a brother, y'all would have been talking about him right now. What pick was Reed Shepherd? Third overall pick. Do y'all know what the third overall pick means? Watch this. If you were first 1, 2, 3, 1 through 5, man, you supposed to be all-star potential. You know like you're a cornerstone of the franchise, right? Y'all follow me? See, I watched Fred VanVleet last year. His efficiency was in a decline. His efficiency, because he had to take too many shots. He had to be a star on his team. Because we had no star. He had to take big shots. But see, what y'all got to realize, let me help y'all. Couldn't even say, and y'all, yes. So, ain't nobody even talking about that. Boy, I wish Mindy was here with her rocket loving self. I'm gonna just help y'all out, in case y'all didn't know. Sometimes I like to help y'all out. Fred VanVleet, his role was going to be reduced this year because we don't need him shooting big shots no more because we got big shot. We got a big shot artist, right? He'll be taking big shots. You don't know what it is? It's Kevin Durant. Fred VanVleet role was going to change anyway. Y'all, so this might not be that bad. So watch this. One of the things that Reed Shepherd is good at is shooting off the catch. Did y'all know that? This is going to be a completely different Rockets team than we've seen in the past. Right? Because we got Kevin Durant. Dorian Finney-Smith is going to have to be able to shoot what? Off the catch. See, when you bring in a star, just in case you didn't know, when you bring in a star, everything changes. The meal prep, everything changes. Your offensive changes. Your style of play changes. Because you have to cater to the particular star. Just in case you didn't know. And I'm wondering, with Reed Shepherd and his ability to shoot the ball, it might be a good fit next to KD. Rod Wells? Rod Wells, you don't need him to do what Fred VanVleet could do. No, let me finish. Let me finish. On this team, right? It's going to be different. Let me finish my story first. He asked me, is Shepherd a facilitator? I don't know what he is. He ain't been in meaningful games in the NBA. He been shooting all the balls in the G League. So I really don't know what he is. They drafted him. I didn't draft his ass number 3. They drafted him. So I haven't seen enough. I was surprised they drafted him number 3. Because number 3 means you a flat foot killer. And by the way, facilitators, they don't pay a lot of money for facilitators. And I'm gonna explain that to y'all a little bit later. Okay? They don't give facilitators. You got to be a bucket getter to get money in this league. Let me just help y'all out. I'm gonna be premature. But watch this. You don't need Reed to do what Fred VanVleet can do. Now, I don't want to underrate the importance of a guy that can deliver an entry pass to a star in their preferred positioning on the floor. And you don't have to come out and get a dribble handoff 35 feet from the rim. My question to Reed Shepherd, can you make that pass look easy? Can, at sometimes, you be a table setter? Y'all know I got some new stuff I'm gonna talk about when I'm doing the TSU games. Y'all, I'm practicing on y'all. Table setter. I didn't use that term last year. I'm gonna use it this year because we don't see too many guys that know how to set the table. They're rare. No one is doubting your ability to put that thing in the hoop, Reed Shepherd, but can you dribble, penetrate, and pull up? Or drop a bounce pass right on time, right on spot, in the spot to Kevin Durant. Nigga, that's all you got to do. You're the number 3 pick. Who drop it off to Kevin Durant, who got his man on his hip, on the nail, at the free throw line, where he loved the basketball. Y'all ever see him do all them crazy drills right there at the nail? spin around on one leg and shoot, all that. That's what he like operating from. If you're a guard and you can think about it. If you're a guard, if your little son, little Johnny, if he a guard and he can get it to his best player, see, that's what y'all don't understand in high school basketball. Somebody got to be the place setter or the table setter. Everybody can't hit 40. I want to tell y'all a story. My son told me last night. I ain't gonna tell y'all. Y'all gonna tell you. Are you ready to make? Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. Are you ready, Reed Shepherd, to make the correct decision multiple times per game and 100 times per season? Yo, I'm teaching y'all what NBA basketball is about. Really, truly, I'm teaching what basketball is about. Who on this roster can be a table setter? Reed, Holiday, Amen. The thing we have to eliminate, especially with the Rockets this year, is traditional. You don't have to be traditional to initiate offense. Draymond Green initiate offense. Alex Caruso initiate some offense. So Shea can just come down and catch it and tell y'all a new one. You don't have to be traditional to initiate offense because it's not a skill set. It's a mindset. Is Reed Shepherd traditional? No, because he's a scoring point guard. Y'all saw him in Kentucky. Y'all saw him in the Summer League. I don't think this is just a Reed Shepherd thing. I'm not picking on it. All of these guys, the only person on this roster that knows how to play with Kevin Durant is just one. Steven Adams. That's it. Everybody else has to learn how to play with Kevin Durant. Y'all, in case y'all didn't know it, this whole team, everything is going to be about Kevin Durant. Let me repeat that. Some of y'all, well, Shangoon and Mangoon, everything on this team is going to be about Kevin Durant. Do y'all hear me? All right. These guys have to learn how to play with KD the same way that Reed Shepherd got to do it. Could this be a blessing in disguise? Because this roster is void of other point guard potential. That was Van Fleet's role on the team. No longer was it going to be necessary for Van Fleet to go shot for shot with Steph Curry like he failed at down the stretch, because now you have Kevin Durant going shot for shot with Ant-Man and Curry. Now you just really, the Rockets lost their table setter. Y'all comment now along the way. If y'all don't understand some of y'all, if I might be wrong. Somebody tell me. Van Fleet, y'all, we lost our table setter. But can Van Fleet, but Van Fleet is really not a traditional point guard. You can be asked to be a lot in basketball. But if that's not what you are or what you do, you can ask. I mean, you're not asking Reed Shepherd to be Chris Paul. That's her Eric. No. You're asking for Reed Shepherd to replace a guy who was not Chris Paul, traditional, and a point guard duties either. You're asking him just to replace another guy that's just not. Fred VanVleet ain't traditional point guard. He know how to be a point guard when he had Kawhi on his team when he won that championship. And I think that hold up. When Kyle Lowry on that team too? I'm just thinking, y'all. Y'all got me thinking. Y'all talk to me. That's why I don't think it's going to be that difficult. The Rockets. I don't think it's going to be that difficult because Van Fleet is not somebody that you think of. The thing you won't be as being a traditional point guard. He said, somebody said, I'm not sure Reed is ready. Thompson kid can be the version of Draymond. No, hell no. Somebody just sent me that. I ain't seen nothing about Thompson that can say he was like Draymond. Nothing. The person who just sent me that, send me the tape. Because I done seen the tape. I ain't seen nothing him resembling Draymond can facilitate no damn offense. I ain't seen it. I just ain't seen it. Maybe you seen it. And he can't shoot. But I ain't gonna ask for him to shoot on this team. Could you get the ball to Draymond? Could you get it? Now, if he can get the ball to KD where he want it, I'm good. He said, hold up. Most of the players are going to have to play hybrid roles. In all actuality, this is the opportunity to expand your game and add more value. During the playoffs, the teams need Fred scoring to help settle them an early run. Yeah. We said that. But now we got KD. Did you hear? Yo, this might. No. Don't ever put that on that boy. Talking about Reed ain't ready. Reed the number 3 pick. In the hell you talking about he ain't ready? I just tried to explain to you, sir, that Fred VanVleet is not a traditional point guard either. So Reed ain't really replacing Chris Paul. He replacing Fred VanVleet. Reed, the only problem with Reed gonna have a problem on this team. And that's why I don't know why they drafted him. Amy like defense. Reed can steal the ball though. That's right. He got good anticipation. But let me get back. Somebody text. Man, don't be texting me that mess. Not sure Reed ready. He better be ready. When you gonna be ready? But if he ain't ready, I got something for him. Watch this. I got a pivot. But let me keep going. I don't think it's gonna be difficult. Fred, what you can't replace with Fred is championship experience, championship reps. Can Reed defend? I say he can steal the ball. He got great anticipation. You put that ball down in front of him, he can steal it and go dunk on your ass. He can do that. A number 3 shit picture have already be ready when he came out of school, especially if he wasn't one and done. He played multiple years in college. No, he didn't play that many years in college. Did he? How many years Reed Shepherd played in college? How many years? How many years did he play in college? Somebody pick that up for me. How many years Reed Shepherd play in college. I wish y'all could do this for me so I can get on with the show, but I got, how many years did he play? He played for 1 season. What are you talking about, Trey? 1 season. See, that's why I can't just go by what y'all be saying on here. 1 season, Trey. Let me get back. I like y'all. I like that y'all got different stuff, but y'all got, come on now. Y'all got to get better now. Come on. Especially my texter here. You know, the games that Fred been involved in, we ain't gonna be able to replace that. We ain't gonna be able to replace skill set, but skill set wise, right? Are you not asking Reed to be something that Fred Van Fleet wasn't either? Fred went tradition. You can also make the case that taking on this additional burden of a table setter, as well as being the team's clutch scorer, contributed to the decreasing efficiency of Van Fleet jumper last year. No, I'm messing with you. Watch this though. Son, I'm watching this. He was actually do too much, Fred Van Fleet, last year. It was a half-court action. They lacked. There was no pace and space in the Rockets game in the last 5 minutes. That was on Fred Van Fleet and Jalen Green's shoulders to go get a bucket. And unfortunately for them, more times than not, they were not able to go punch for punch with those stars, with the Stephs of the world. You just couldn't. We need us a night dude. We got us a night dude. Watch this. We see the potential. There's a reason that they finished second in the West, because their defense is elite. Second in the West. West is the best conference. They were second in the West. But the NBA games, y'all, in the month of April and May, does require somebody who can go out there and just give you relentless, tough buckets. Jalen Williams. Tough buckets. What's the boy name? Alex Caruso. The little dude from Boston, the little guard. Tough buckets. Every team in the Final Four got a guy that gonna give you some buckets. Who is gonna be that guy? Before Kevin Durant put on a Rocket uniform, it wasn't a guy. Or that person that warrants, watch this, ladies and gentlemen, a double team. Rocket ain't had nobody on their team that people wanted to double. I saw the scouting report. Shangoon, don't double him. Let him do that old wild ass shit and wait on him at the rim. Jalen, don't double him. You know you ain't gonna double the rest of them. Y'all, that gravity dude. I was trying to introduce gravity into my broadcast last year with TSU, but we didn't have any gravity players. What's up, Paul? We didn't have any gravity players that man double teams. Gravity players. Man, we got to double up on him. He gonna get 50. We double up on him, he'll get 30. We don't double up on him, he gonna get 50. We ain't have none of them. We didn't have none of them. That's going to get the kind of guy that's going to give Van Fleet open shots. That's what I'm talking about right now, Paul. What the Rockets gonna do. The Rockets gonna be all right. This might be a blessing in disguise. Fred, y'all act like Fred. Hold on. Did y'all, hold up. Paul, don't you know that Fred VanVleet, his role was reduced this year? Hold up. They already reduced his money. So guess what? His role was going to be reduced too. Did y'all get that? They already reduced his money. So his role was going to be reduced too. You follow me? Watch this now. Y'all watch this. If Fred VanVleet was going to have a better season because of Kevin Durant, because Kevin Durant was going to draw 2 or 3 guys. 2 and the third one helping. So Fred was going to get a whole lot of shots. I know Fred kicking himself right now. That would allow Amin Thompson, my partner, my text partner, the opportunity to run straight down that lane without anybody blocking him out and put himself on offensive glass because of the gravity. See, we couldn't see what he did. He did a lot last year in the opening court. He was lost in the half court. But this time in half court, they're going to have 3 guys over there on Kevin Durant. Hey there, Miss Barbara. She said, Key, Women Eye Center right now. Got to get these. Okay, get them eyes. Go and get them eyes dialed in on. But watch this, y'all. I hope y'all know I've been carefully thinking about this stuff. Sengun, he gonna be on the island. Ain't nobody gonna be guarding him and fronting him. Dorian Finney-Smith, he gonna get wide open shots. He couldn't hit none in LA, but maybe he hit some here. See, when you look back at last year when they had Dillon and Brooks and they had Jalen Green, along with these guys that I've already mentioned, they never had a gravity guy. I want y'all to start watching that during the season. High school basketball. I know they ain't got no gravity guy. Houston never had a gravity guy. Sengun was a good player last year, incredibly skilled, but he was skilled enough that you don't have a game plan for him. And say, if he get down low, we got to double him. He ain't that skilled. He ain't that type of gravity guy. Sengun ain't. Are we gonna come double him from the first dribble, the second dribble? Are we gonna come from the baseline to double him? Is he that kind of guy? No. That his gravity is going to end up getting this gravity that Kevin Durant is going to provide. Y'all gonna see it. It's going to wind up getting everybody wide open shots and high efficiencies for other guys on the floor. The problem over there at Phoenix, you had this Devin Booker and this other boy, Bradley Beal, want to be out and try to leave him in the corner. Y'all ain't no gravity guys. Bradley Beal, you're not gravity. Booker, you're not gravity. Wait, but no, they won't. You know how it is. I've seen. See, what I can say that about Kevin Durant. You know why? Because I've seen him do it forever. We know the reputation that he come with the ability to score the basketball. The man shoots 70% from mid-range. If I'm Reed Shepard, one of them guards, I'm learning how to drop that thing to him. Unlike Bradley Beal, he wants to take it. Booker want to take it. I know the reputation that he come. And despite all of that championship experience, not once, y'all, Fred VanVleet got all that championship experience. He won a championship. Not once did the Golden State Warriors feel they need to double team to get the ball out of Fred VanVleet's hand. They just said, let him run this little like surround at the end of those games. They said, let him run around and get tired and shoot one bad shot. And we going the other way. And anyone else playing on the Rockets all season long. If Van Fleet wanted to beat us after going 3 for 13 to start the game, so be it. But we're not sending a double team at it. Even if he's not making those shots, just creating. I'm talking about Kevin Durant. Even if he's not making shots, just creating the gravity and freeing up a man to slash to the rim. Y'all remember I'm telling y'all this now. If 3 guys got their eyes on Kevin, ain't but 2 guys guarding the other 4. We can't sign Westbrook. Can't. Get that out. You don't know what you're talking about. We can't sign. The veteran minimum that he would require, we can't afford it. I mean, we can afford it, but we'd be over the first apron. And you don't want to be over the first apron because you're over the first apron, you're creeping up into the second apron, and then it's going to be a problem. But I was just thinking, the value of having a true gravity guy in the Gaze game. See, Lakers got 2 gravity guys. At least, wait a minute, at least one. I think 2 gonna guard Luka. Try to get Luka the ball out of Luka's hand. Is LeBron still a gravity guy? Paul, is LeBron still a gravity guy? Do they still double LeBron? They don't double LeBron no more. I just thought about that. Do they double LeBron? Sangoon was a beast in Euroball, so what type of system you Udoka running? Dennis Schroeder was the MVP of the EuroLeague. And he barely got a damn team to be on. Bartholomew. Dennis Schroeder was the MVP of the EuroLeague that Sengun played in. And he barely got a team to be on. So you saying because he was a beast in the EuroLeague, Amy's supposed to come and run something for Sengun? He didn't win the EuroLeague. Dennis Schroeder and Germany won. Let me put that back up there. Mr. Bartholomew, do you understand what I'm telling you? Sengun was a beast in the EuroLeague. So what type of system you don't go running? Duh! So you're comparing Sengun to Giannis? I'm not going to put none of your comments on the screen no more. I'm done. Giannis is in the league as well. You comparing the MVP of a league before a champion to Sengun? That's why they say you can't talk basketball to everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't talk basketball. Let me get back to this. Golly, I cannot believe that guy just said that. But y'all, let me keep going. Eric Harris. But what they ran in EuroLeague ain't the same. Eric Harris, he don't know. He just don't know. He don't know. But like I said, gravity. Y'all ain't nobody finna double team Sengun. I'm talking about KD, the gravity man. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the value of having a true gravity guy in this NBA game. Everybody don't have them. It doesn't even matter if they're making shots or not. The spacing they create from their mere presence is a skill in today's game. I don't have to see. I know how this thing works. And I don't even know what you're saying. We'll see. What will we, wait a minute. What will we see? Cause he just talking about what we'll see. What will we see? Ladies and gentlemen, he came back there. Hold on, that ain't it. He said, we'll see. What will we see? Tell us what we'll see. So we can document this and we can splice this out. What will we see? I'm telling you what we're gonna see. I'm mapping it out. What we gonna see? What we gonna see? Eric Harris, he said, we'll see. What we gonna see? Sengun? The offense being run through Sengun? What we gonna see? Let me keep going. So you said Sengun is a gravity guy? So we got two gravity guys. Sengun is a gravity guy. Oh, he stopped. Okay, let me keep going. Every team down the stretch got to have one. Should have one. Emmy has been used to y'all guiding young talent. He had Jalen, Jason. He righted that ship because those youngsters were down there going crazy. Now he has got a veteran presence in Kevin Durant. Now he has to shift his focus and surround Kevin Durant with ready-to-go guys and roles. Sengun gonna have a role. Everybody gonna have a role. Them 35% hike in season ticket sales ain't because of Sengun. Mr. Bartholomew. But I'm still waiting on you to tell me what we'll see. I want to know what we'll see. But I was thinking about it. See, y'all, I think, watch this. Somebody said it the other day. It made me think about it, but I think we'll see Aaron Holiday a lot early in the season. At the start of the season. The key word is at the start of the season. We're going to see a lot of him. I think we're going to see some experimentation with Amin Thomas in those end of the first quarter and end of the second quarter minutes when Aaron Holiday is not involved. We'll see. I think he will give Amin the ball to my person who texts me. I think he's going to give him the ball. Not just here. But if he's able to make good decisions in those minutes, I don't need him to shoot the ball well. Talking about Amin Thompson. To my person who texts me. That's not going to be his job here. Watch this. You can give this to your young players. Can Amin choose the right item on the menu every time down the floor. If I give you 10 minutes and 15 minutes per game to prove it at that spot, now as the NBA season progresses, when the back-to-back start, when 3 games and 5 nights and injuries start to pile up towards Thanksgiving and Christmas, eventually they're going to start going to the bench. And that is where Reed Shepherd is going to get his minutes. Does he now have to develop those floor general skills because that is what's required of him? He's always been a scorer. Somebody asked me today, said the other day, because we was talking, but Robert, let's talk about a bucket getter and a table setter. I'm gonna use that this upcoming season. I never used that. Bucket getter and a table setter. There are a lot of bucket getters in the league, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't know. There are only a few table setters. There's a difference. If you set the table, watch, it's a difference now. If you set the table because you want to, and that's your mind frame, as opposed to setting the table because you have to. See, these are the things you got to think about at that level. That's different. You'll find a lot of guys at the lead guard position. They can score, they can get buckets. There are a number of guys in this league can do that. They play lead guard and can score. How many lead guards have a table setting mindset? Not the ability to do it, the mindset. How many of those guys even exist in today's NBA? Those guys are underrated and undervalued. My favorite one, Tyus Jones. He does this for years. He has still yet to get a legitimate payday by NBA standards. But you know who will? A guy who is a combo guard, a guy who is a lead guard that can go out there and score the basketball. They can demand it. There's a difference between the two. There are not very many guys who think about setting the table first. Everybody want to eat, but nobody want to set the table. Don't steal my stuff, no other announcers. Everybody want to eat. Everybody want to get their own. But when it comes to sacrifice for somebody else, no, man, you get somebody else to do that, man. That ain't my role, man. That Cam Thomas do. That's why I think we're going to see a lot of Aaron Holiday in the start of the season. First of all, he defends like a demon, which is a requirement, not a suggestion. I'll probably use that. It's a requirement on Johnny Jones' team to do this, not a suggestion, to get on the floor of a Johnny Jones or every Adoka team. I told y'all I'm practicing for the upcoming season. I'm working this out on y'all. So when you listen to the broadcast this year, you're going to say, he tried that out on us. The Rockets brand has been built on team and individual commitment to defense. Holiday checks that box. Are they still a championship contender to y'all? I'm asking y'all. Somebody called me the other day. They was asking me about being a point guard. I raised one, and he had me laughing, y'all. He ain't played basketball, man. He played last year at a wedding. Before that, he ain't played 5 or 10 years. I mean, about 5 years. And he got a little league that he been playing, and he called me last night. He said, "Dad, you know what? I came off the bench for the first time in a long time." And coach, the guys didn't know me. You know, I was recommended. He said I had 14 in the first half, end up with 35. He said, now they know. Now they know me. But he was just talking about how tired he was. He was just talking about how he said, but he had one guy on the team that Dad, the man shot 16 of the 13 shots that were shot. And he said, no, in the second half, and then they were losing. He said in the second half, he had to say, look here, player. He said, what happened was, y'all watch this. What happened, my son said he was getting other players involved because he saw that this dude here was shooting too many balls already. So he wasn't going to compound that. So when the ball came out of bounds, guess who the big man was going to pass the ball into? Boy, I hope them young people listen to this, young player. To my son, hit him. He wasn't going to pass because that's the black hole. He thought he was just start whatever. But then he said he got around and kidding him the ball. And he was letting him know, dude, talking about good pass, dude. He said, yeah, dude, but this how this stuff works. Not you coming down and pulling that thing all the time. And some people just have that mentality, man. They just think they can come and shoot every damn ball. I just don't even understand it. I understand. But point guard is a mindset. It's a thought process. Just in case ain't nobody told y'all that, tell your son. If your son talking about being a point guard, it's a thought process. Anybody that dribbles the ball, you can say, just put the ball in his hand because he can dribble. Somebody said it's a courtesy call from who? Let me see. That's the hospital just asking me about my visit. Can I say it one more time? Anybody can dribble the ball. You can't just say put the ball in his hand just because he can dribble. I'm going to wait till somebody says, you're right, Rahada. Anybody just can dribble the ball, nothing. Don't mean you put the ball in his hand. Especially when we're talking about table setting. The team that, now hear this. All you splicers, splice this out and send it to you, boy. To your young point guards. The things that stand out the most is your decision making. Time, score, situation, what's needed, where the ball needs to go, when do I need to get it there, how do I get it there? Time, score, situations, what's needed, where the ball needs to go, when it needs to get there, and how do I get it there? That's the process. That's a mindset. I can't teach you that. Point guards are born, they ain't made. That's not a skill set. You just got to know that. That's the difference in being a point guard. As opposed to a guy that you are putting the ball in his hand and saying, I want you to be able to see something that maybe you can't see because you haven't been groomed to play this position. Can a guy like a man learn the skills to be a point guard? He can learn to facilitate. Can he learn to be a facilitator, a offense? Yes, he can learn. That's something you can be told. When you run this particular play, I want you to come off that pick and roll, and I'm telling you what to look for. But a point guard, part of it is when you're not being told what to look for. And you know in advance. You know 2 or 3 steps before you even look at it. It's like the quarterback that has the plays on his forearm and know what to call to get this particular player a shot, and also a feel to get him a shot because he hadn't had one in a while. That's what I be looking for when I'm saying it's bad basketball. I don't see no point guards out here. Watch this. That man said, I just caught what you said about Caruso for OKC. He is the guy you're talking about. Most championships team have this guy you're talking about. Yeah, he's just a guy that can facilitate. He ain't a gravity guy, but he's just a guy that can facilitate the offense to keep the other guys. So Shea won't have to go through all that. Shea can just catch it and go. He's not gravity. Shea is the gravity. They ain't doubling Caruso now. I hope you don't get it. But let me get back to point guard, being a point guard. I know some of y'all, this is probably Greek to y'all. I also feel, you got to also have a feel, to get this guy a shot. If Eric ain't had a shot in a long time, I got to feel that. I got to feel that. Did y'all hear that? That is a mindset that I'm referencing. A mindset. Instincts. See, something can be taught. We can teach, what's it boy name? A man to do something. But instincts are generic. You just got it. The table setter, the floor general, the point guard, the table setter is being phased out of the game. Y'all, it's not cool to have 15 assists. I ain't never heard one of y'all say, man, he had 15 assists. I ain't never heard one of y'all say it. Y'all know what you're talking about. It's not valued as it once was. Even defense is not valued as it should be. Not even close. Because what? You see a guy that can't defend, right? But can shoot. But we'll get that guy $80 million. What's that dude's name? Duncan Ross. But you got a guy that can defend and can't shoot, and that guy you give $5 million. Chris Dunn. Because the value now is scoring the basketball. That's where the league is going to. Who is the last big individual defender you seen with a big payday? What's that, Rudy? I'm just thinking about that boy Tyus Jones has not been paid, ladies and gentlemen, like he should have, but putting the puzzle together. That's what a point guard do. He put the puzzle together. Leading the NBA in assist to turnover ratio year after year after year. But it don't matter. It's not valued. It starts, y'all, with summer basketball. I have yet to see a player that has built a social media presence for himself that can be monetized because defense and setting the table and table setting. Never seen it. So therefore, kids do not aspire to be those role players. Ooh, did y'all hear that? We got 9 minutes. I hope this stuff don't go out. It'll pop back on though. One is entertaining, the other isn't. One is fun, the other isn't. Defense isn't fun, ladies and gentlemen. Defense is an entertaining. If you told somebody, I'm going to put a highlight film of me taking charges. Guess what they'll say? Oh, cool, I guess. No, ain't nothing today. How many non-coaches would want to see that? Now, coaches might want to see it, but non-coaches don't. Because kids are chasing social media clout. And I get it. Those skills will get you paid now, kids. Mr. Hatter. But you know what I do? The reason I'm so hard on evaluating and watching this game, I love smart players in sports. That's why I love LeBron James. I talk about him a lot, but I love him. My pet peeve is low IQ players. Oh, I can't stand it. And if you're a 6-foot guard, you better be able to get buckets. You got to be like Jalen Brunson. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I can end with this. And I want you to be a little bit more patient. Somebody just sent me something. What are you doing? Hold on, this man sent me. He retarded. He know I'm on the show and he messing with me. Oh, he sent me something about Kyrie. I love Kyrie. Kyrie Irvings. Ain't too many of them. But ladies and gentlemen, let me relieve you of something. I really want you to, I'm serious about this. Growth is not linear. I know you hate to hear it. When you're talking about these players and you're talking. Hold up, let me see. Somebody I got you. Somebody just sent me something. Oh, watch this, y'all. Because we too hard. I'm not telling you not to be demanding, but take this to account, what I'm about to tell you. Growth is not linear. And I know you hate to hear it because you feel like it's an excuse. It's not an excuse. It's reality. When I say growth isn't linear, what I mean is that the light comes on for different players at different times throughout their career. What them people talking about, run your own lane, stay in your own lane. Everybody don't hit the ground running like LeBron James. Where you just kind of just, just figured these things out from day one. LeBron figured it out from day one. No, that don't happen for most people. When you think about you when you were 21 and somebody else when they was 21 and who you now at 40 or who you now at 50, everybody's not on the same trajectory. And it all comes to a point where the light just comes on. Oh, shoot. This is what a husband is all about. This is what being a father entails. The lights come on for different people at different times. Players are no different. You know how you hear, man, Zion, he should have been to figure this thing out. But he been in the league 5 years already, Hatter. That doesn't mean anything. Basically, what that means is he should have done 4 years of college. And now he's in year 1 or year 2. And love about Joe Dumars. Because if y'all looked at it, Zion, go look him up. Some of them stuff fake, but look up the real, official ones. He looks a lot better. But Joe Dumas came in and said, accountability and leadership. That's what I need from you. You're either in or you're out. Let us know now so we can get you traded. Accountability and leadership. One leads to the other. Everything starts with the player. Listen, it starts at the end of the last game you played last season. See, when I used to play, I used to tell guys like the guys around me, they never had to get in shape. They was always in shape. You can't start training when training camp start. And I still say, I just think, I don't know what it is. I think it's, because they're trying to get that the preseason game started quicker. But they had, when training camp was a month long, 4 weeks, and you had to play, you had to build calluses. You had to build toughness. You have to be see, that's why these guys get hurt a lot. Because you haven't prepared your body for an 82 season run. You're being shut down here. No back-to-backs. You're being shut down. And then you expect you to go out there and push it. And you never pushed it in training camp. I remember the Rockets used to be out in Galveston for a month. 2 days. Playing, not sitting. But now you come to camp for about a few days, then you playing, then you expect from me to go for a play against the best athletes in the world. You follow me? Then you make a quick joke, your Achilles going out. You didn't build that callus. You didn't build that training camp. I don't know what happened, the collective bargaining agreement, the players didn't want to do it. I don't know. They don't understand what they prima donna asses, lazy asses. So then you have to protect them from themselves by load managing them. Man, he said, yeah, man, got to get knocked around and in the mix. Yeah, them training camps, man, that builds you. But ladies and gentlemen, I didn't even get to my topic that I want to get to with y'all. Golly, I did. Almost like a boxer sparring. There you go. There you go. That's what it is. You ain't finna go to no heavyweight fight and you ain't been sparring. They sending these guys into a heavyweight fight without sparring. And then wonder why they getting hurt. But let me get out of here, y'all. I had fun today, man. I learned something talking to y'all. I learned something, but I still got some stuff that I didn't get to. Boy. And it's going to be tomorrow. It's Thursday. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. But I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later. Storm, go away. Little Robert want to play. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later. All right, bye.